Once I learned about this technology, I became like totally committed to it. Then some of my friends started asking me all these questions. Safe is it? Is it gonna melt? You know, and I'm like, I didn't think about that. so it was good because it meant that I had to do my research and find out more because people were thinking more than I was about this technology. So this is just an introduction. We're going to start with a video that just gives you a little background about plastics. Then there'll be a video on the plastic house. All right, ready to begin? Yes. Let's do it. In relation to questions that some of my friends have, asked me about, like, is it safe, is it healthy, blah, 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 blah. So one of the questions had to do with whether the plastic would ever melt under the sun. And so what I learned is that plastic melts at 110 degrees Celsius. So it's 236 degrees
Fahrenheit. We all be dead.
Yeah, exactly. So the other piece of this is that the bricks and the pavers and the roof tiles are at their strongest and at their best, I'll say, when there's 70% sand and 30% recycled plastic. So I don't hear of the Sahara Desert like just spontaneously erupting flames. So I don't think we have to worry about that.
Well, I came here because I was interested in just seeing some sort of alternative ways of being able to build a home here. I'm 45 years old, and so I don't really want to buy a home that really has a huge mortgage attached to it. So I'm just looking for alternatives. So this is just a nice way for me to be able to get introduced to something that I didn't know about.
I love the presentation, like in terms of innovation, especially in construction, because here in Rwanda it's a huge market in terms of materials we will be needing in the future. So this particular innovation, it's amazing for the whole structure of development.
I found the video and your speech and very quite educational. I had no clue, I never heard of such things. I really like it because obviously, as you mentioned, the impact on the environment, because the plastic, there are so many, like you said, he has it by the tons. So obviously, I like the sustainability idea of it. And obviously the cost. I'm planning sometime in the near future to build a house. So I'm definitely going that way.
You might be number 3.
Yeah. So I'll be watching you carefully, all those, what you're doing, the impact and all that.
I think it's great. Like I said, my biggest concern was, is the house going to be cool? Because plastic is hot, but like the brother said, the inside of the house is. So in order for the house to be cool under normal circumstances, generally you isolate or insulate the walls.
Right.
There's no insulation with this. It's just the walls. And you can build a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom house for under $16,000.
Well, the house that we showed in the video was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath for $10,000.
For $10,000.
Oh, by the way, let me just give you a quick statistic that you're gonna love. Each of us in the world, not just in this room, eats the equivalent of 1 credit card in plastic every week.
And the most inspiring thing is to not bring a bottle when Miss Deborah is doing her presentation, but to bring a reusable bottle. But really, about how you consume every day plastics, whether it's consumption through your breathing or it's consumption through, even if you're drinking water out of a plastic bottle, you're getting some type of microplastics in your body. So that is something I learned. Also, piggybacking off of what you said was about being able to, more people will be able to have the ability to buy homes regardless of your economic situation. So then it opens up ways to build wealth in other areas. So if you buy your home, you're not like, oh, I'm gonna get the home and have the land equity, right? I'm gonna buy the home and then maybe I can put that money somewhere else to build generational wealth. So that's the main thing that I received.
So can you kind of like from what you saw here about the plastic bricks, can you kind of like compare how you went about that construction and maybe like how that would be a little bit more efficient?
Well, I think this is going to be more efficient. But when I built my place, we used mud. We used a percentage of cement and mud, and then coated it, and it lasts a long time. I mean, if you look at a lot of the architecture, especially in the villages where people can't afford, the houses have been standing for hundreds of years. And the thing with building with mud, as with this, when it's hot outside, it's cool inside. When it's cold outside, it's warm inside. Okay. And it's like this, a lot cheaper to build.
So I just want to thank everyone who came out tonight for the discussion on plastic and plastic houses. I was very gratified at the comments that were made about how people found it very educational, very interesting, and it's given them time to ponder a new technology that not only helps the environment, but helps people save money on homes. So again, I want to just thank everyone who came out, and I want to encourage those of you who have any interest in sustainable living to please come and check out some of our other events. We'll be talking about things like rainwater harvesting, solar power, compost toilets. Actually, there's no such thing as a composting toilet. We'll talk about that too. And I ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel. So again, thank you so much everyone who came out, and those of you who didn't make it, we'll see you next time.